The extensor carpi radialis longus is the more narrow muscle that twists over and leads up towards the thumb. The brachioradialis is the wider muscle just under that leads up towards the thumb and is the beer-breaking muscle. You guys will remember that. Then, as we get to the underside of the arm, you've got the flexor carpi radialis, and this one leads up to kind of the carpes. It kind of goes up more towards the thumb area. Then you've got the palmaris longus muscle, and this one, if these models were any good, and this one leads up literally dead center of the palm. So if you see this thin muscle on the underside of the forearm, it leads straight up to the dead center of the palm. That's the palmaris longus. Last one on the superficial muscles is the flexor carpi ulnaris, the flexor carpi ulnaris, and that is on the outside, and it's a nice wide muscle here that leads up to the pinky, and it's the one if you move your pinky it flexes. So I'm going to take off this superficial layer and go to our second layer deep of muscles. In the second layer, the first one is the supinator, and the supinator is under the brachioradialis. So just think with your beer, you want some soup. So with beer, you want soup. And that's your supinator muscle. The next one is your flexor digitorum superficialis, and that is going to be under the two muscles that are on the inside of the forearm. It's going to run under the flexor carpi radialis and the palmaris longus. And think the flexor digitorum superficialis goes up to the digits. So you can kind of remember that, goes up to your digits. I'm going to remove this layer, and I'm going to go to our deepest layer on the arm, the most internal layer. And the two that you need to know are the flexor pollicis longus, and just think that this goes up to the thumb that starts with the P that we just talked about earlier. Pollex. Okay, we got that on video. That's good. So the flexor pollicis longus is your most internal layer, and it goes up to the pollex. And then just to the side of that is the flexor digitorum profundus, and that's easy to remember because profundus is profound, and it means that it's that deepest layer. So the flexor digitorum profundus is that deep muscle that goes up to the digits.
What about the pronator quadratic?
We don't need to know that. And there's
You said we did. It's the one around the wrist.
He said there was another one he told us about.
He said it's the one that turns the wrist over.
I didn't know how to stop it.